10th, we'll again discuss on the same topic, ionization potential. I have just given you an introduction or definition of it, and I have already mentioned you that it was the energy that was required to remove the electron that was present in the outermost orbit of an isolated atom, right? So I have written in equation form, and I am using this alphabet M, and I am indicating it as an atom. And over here I am using the example of metal, because in most of the time this ionization potential, this particular periodic property, is being applicable on the metals only, because you are removing the electrons from metals, not from the non-metals. So what if you are doing, you are removing an electron. I have took this particular atom and it's a metal, and you are removing one electrons from its outermost orbit. What is happening when you are removing this electron? A positive charge has been acquired to it, and it forms a ion. Now you know a cation has been formed. Over here you need certain energy to remove this particular electron, and that energy is what? Your ionization energy. Now, or ionization potential. This ionization potential, over here you are removing one electron. So what will be the ionization potential? It will be the first, right? It will be less. Now again we will take one more example of it only. With the same ion you will take, and from there you are again removing one more electron from it. What is happening when you are removing this electron? It acquire a two positive charge, and now it's changed again. It will change an ion or a cation, and over here the energy will be required by this particular ion, and it is what it is. Over here this will be the second ionization potential, and it will be more. Now please try to understand it. Over here you are removing the electron from an atom, right? And this case is, this particular thing is an ion, and it has been only, it's automatically been changed into an ion, and now you are removing the electron from its ion, not from its atoms. From atoms it is very easy to remove the electrons, but from ions it takes much more higher energy to remove the electrons. That's why the second ionization potential is more comparison to less to the first ionization potential. I have made one diagram of a magnesium, and I want to explain the same thing with the help of this thing. Now just see, there are two electrons. I have labeled them 1 and 2, and I am again telling you that the first electron you are removing. Over here what energy has been required? That is ionization potential. It is first ionization energy. Now you know it's less. I have already discussed earlier. Once this electron is being removed, it's now behaving as an ion. Now you will remove this electron from the ion, not the from the particular atom. So over here, when the energy will be required by this ion, when you want to remove the electron from this particular ion, so that time it is ionization potential. It is the second ionization potential, and it is more. Now once again try to understand this, why this happening, why this ionization potential is being increased, or why it is less. The point is that when the nucleus is always attracting the electrons toward itself, right, with a force, with a nuclear force, or a pull, nuclear pull is being there exerted by the nucleus on the electrons which are present on the outermost orbit. So this particular attraction between the nucleus and the electron you have to break. So you will break it by definitely supplying certain amount of energy. So what is that energy? The energy is ionization potential. Now this particular ionization potential is very important, because it's an important topic for your board examination also, and it's depending on the two factors, right? And these factors are atomic size, and other is the nuclear charge. I have written this thing, I'll discuss it in detail form. Now atomic size, when you are increasing the atomic size, the ionization potential decreases, and over here when nuclear charge increases, the ionization potential is also increasing. We'll discuss with the help of a diagram. Now I have made two diagrams of an atom, and these are different structures for different atom, and over here you can see there are two shells. Over here you are seeing the three shells. Now I am focusing on the first factor, that is atomic size. In the previous part I have already mentioned you, when atomic size increases, ionization potential decreases. Why? Just see, atomic size, whose atomic size is big? This particular atom is atomic size is big, because number of shells are more comparison to this, right? Suppose I want to remove electrons from here, this particular electron I want to remove it from this particular atom. So it's this particular nucleus, and this the distance, or you can say the distance between these two things are very big comparison to this side, right? So what will happen? The attraction force that is being exerted by this nucleus on this particular electron is also decreases, right? So you need less amount of energy to remove this electrons comparison to this particular atom in which the number of shells are less, its atomic size is less. What will happen, this particular nucleus will attract this electrons much greater extent comparison to this. So over here it has been bounded, this particular electron is been bounded towards this nucleus with a greater extent comparison to this particular atom. So over here you will need larger amount of energy to remove this particular electron from its outermost orbit, but over here the distance is very, you can say, big comparison to this, and force of attraction that is being exerted by the nucleus is also less comparison to this. So over here you will need less amount of energy. So in this case, when the atomic size is small, the ionization potential is more, and over here when atomic size is big, ionization potential decreases, right? So we are focusing on this factor because I have written in that atomic size increases, ionization potential decreases, but you have to see both the sides. When your atomic size decreases, the ionization potential increases, right? Now we have discussed this point, we will discuss this point. The nuclear charge increases, ionization potential also increases. You know that the nuclear charge depends on the positive charge on the nucleus, that is the proton, right? More the positive charge, more will be the attraction on the attraction by this particular nucleus on the outermost electrons, which are the electrons that are present in the outermost orbit. So that time you will require more amount of energy to remove that particular electron. So in that case the ionization potential will be more, right? You always see, you have seen earlier also that nuclear charge, whether you are going in groups or you are going in periods, it always increases because your atomic number is increasing on both the sides, right? So atomic number is increasing, your number of protons are also increasing, the positive charge on the nucleus is also increasing, nuclear pole is also increasing. So attraction of force by the nucleus on the this particular electrons is also increasing, and because of that ionization potential also increases because you will need large amount of energy to remove that electrons from their outermost orbit. Now ionization energy is also, there is an absorption of energy takes place in right, you need certain amount of energy to remove the electrons. So it is what is happening, what is the energy is being absorbed over here. So there is a absorption of energy takes place in case of ionization energy.